Hi there, and welcome to our review of the library's database, Learning Express Library. So, Learning Express Library is a database full of fantastic information as well as tips and resources for people from small to tall. And before we get started with Learning Express Library, one of the things you'll want to have handy is your library card, a pen, a pencil, or something to take notes on. Before you enter into Learning Express Library, make sure you have a current email address, as well as a password that you want to use for your Learning Express Library account. And the reason that you create a password is because you're also going to be able to log in and save all of your really great stuff that you're working on or reading while you're in Learning Express Library. Let's begin. So here we are at St. Louis Public Library's website homepage, slpl.org, and where we want to go next is digital content. Look for the More tab and click on A to Z resources. Here's where the alphabet comes up. The library's databases are listed alphabetically, and Learning Express Library begins with L, so we'll click on the letter L. You can see Learning Express Library here, and this little symbol indicates that you will need a library card. So click on Learning Express Library, and here is where you will see the option to sign in if you have not done so already, or create an account. So welcome to Learning Express Library and the home page. Tests, tutorials, and ebooks for all kinds of things. Again, from small to tall. So grades 4 through 8, college admissions, and you don't have to be a high school student to take a look at some of this college admissions information if you are getting ready to go back to school. High school equivalency, career preparation, high school students, college students, adult core skills. If you feel like brushing up on some math, this is a great place to come. Computer Skills Center. Maybe you're not super familiar with the computer that you have, or maybe you have a friend or a family member who's not super familiar or comfortable. Computer Skills Center is a great place to visit. And then down here in the last two centers, resume and cover letter builders. And then for our folks who are looking to learn some English or who currently don't speak English, a center for them as well. Also in adult core skills, I will show you, is U.S. citizenship. So Learning Express Library also helps you be prepared for becoming a U.S. citizen. And something we don't see very much anymore are flashcards, and these are pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Open Flashcards because I think they're pretty cool, just to show you what they look like. So this would be an example of a flashcard, card 1 of 100. And if you click on flashcard settings, you can change a few things up. Do you want to do it easy? Do you want it to be difficult? Also, change here, all 100, sorted or unsorted, in order or shuffle them, all the topics, or maybe you just want to work on American history. And then to move on to the next flashcard, you click on it. And just in case you didn't see that, I'll show you again. So if you click in the card, it flips over so you can see the answer. Click on the next one. So I think that's just kind of a really cool feature that you don't see too much anymore. And now I'm going to go back home. And it's going to ask me if I want to save this and exit or close without saving. And I do want to save it because I'm probably going to come back to the flashcards later on because that was kind of fun. All right, so here we are back at the home page. We looked at flashcards, we looked at adult core skills, computer skills, high school students. One super cool feature, I think, is resume and cover letter builders. So you click on the center and a little drop down menu pops down. And so if you need to build a great resume, or maybe you've already got a resume, but you're thinking about updating it because you haven't had to in a while, you can come here. Possibly you're making your first resume. A lot of folks out there doing that. Here is Resume Builder, and it's going to launch the career tool once you click on it. This is a step-by-step process. And not only will it help you build a resume from zero resume to completely finished resume, or even if you've already got a resume that you use that you want to update, it will help you do that too. It also offers examples of different resumes in different fields. So if you wanted to add a new resume, this is where you would start. I want to create a new resume, or I want to upload and edit an existing resume. It is always going to offer some resume writing tips or even expert tips. And I'm going to take a second here and show you what an example of some of the resumes that they have. So we'll click on, I want to create a new resume. And a couple of things that you have to have when you're creating a new resume, of course, is your name. So we're going to use Science Resume. A description of your resume, it tells you a maximum amount of characters. So whatever kind of a description you want to give it. Select a job category. It wants to know what are you interested in. So it will only let you choose one. So if you're particularly interested in education and training or finance or arts, audio, video, technology, and communication, choose that. And then select your job experience. Now here you have several options to choose from. Choose what best describes you. For right now, we'll choose not applicable. And now choose your work situation. It gives you 3 choices, and then none of these options technically describe it. So we'll leave it with none of these options describe my current situation, and click on Start Building My Resume. So here's where you get to begin from ground zero, browse sample. This is cool, a keyword list, and you can preview your resume as you go along. So since I have already started a resume in several different ways, it's already got science resume uploaded with the address, what would be the phone number, and then the email address. Now, if you do not have a current email address for your resume, you'll want to create one, and you can come on into the library, and the good folks in technology will help you get that started. But since we are browsing sample resumes today, let me bring those up. Here we go. So it's going to go with the job category that I selected my interest in, which is arts, audio, video, technology, and communications. Choose your experience level. So I am little to no experience because I have not done any of that, but I am super interested in it. And my current work situation, I'm looking to change careers. So your sample resume matches. Look at this. They offer you choices. What you want to do is select one of them to take a look at. And there's so many to choose from first-time job seekers through mid-level job seekers, so you've got some experience, but maybe it's just a year or 2 or 3, into experienced job seekers. So since I have no experience and I'm a first-time person, I'm going to try intern and broadcast operations. So I have clicked on it and I have selected it, and it has popped up down below. There are always expert tips, always, no matter which one of these you choose. So if you choose first-time job seeker artist assistant, more expert tips. Post-secondary, more expert tips. So let's go back. First-time job seeker, and it talks about what it gives. Each resume will always have the first name, the last name, the address, phone number you can be reached at, and your email address. And then as you scroll down, you can determine if this is the style of resume that you like. If you like this particular style of resume and you feel comfortable with it, at this point, you can save it because you can go back and edit this particular resume and customize it to be your own. So if you're not super confident with building your own resume or editing the one that you have, you can start with a sample resume that Learning Express Library already has for you. And since we have saved it, we can go into our center, or I'm sorry, we can go into saved resumes, and you can choose the one that you want. And over here, it gives you the options. So this is the one we recently saved. You can see that because it's 3 minutes ago. Here I could edit it, I could clone it, you could print it, you could download it, you can email it, or if you're like, nope, this is not what I want at all, I can delete the resume from here. So just one of the many fabulous tools from Learning Express Library. There are so many others. I could probably talk about Learning Express Library for hours and hours, but I won't. I will highlight job search and workplace skills, and then I will let you all jump on in and explore Learning Express Library all on your own from the comfort of your home or at any St. Louis Public Library location. So one of the great things about job search and workplace skills is, I think, this interview with confidence, as well as accept a job and negotiate your salary. Interview with confidence. Because if you haven't interviewed for a while or you're just a little bit nervous, there's a tutorial and job interviews that get you hired, an ebook. So going into an interview anytime soon, take a little bit of time and learn to interview with confidence, or take a little time and read job interviews that get you hired. So much great information. Visit any St. Louis Public Library. The reference computers are available for Learning Express Library to be used and looked at. Come on in. Any St. Louis Public Library location has a reference computer that you are welcome to use. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy exploring Learning Express Library as much as we enjoy sharing it with you all.